Hello and welcome back to the next part of LA Noire. Let's see what case we have got today. Getting through these cases rightly. Studio secretary murder. Oh shit. I mean, he didn't even have to murder her, but to get plowed by a fucking train.
Keep a hold of your head, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring.
That's not mine.
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper. Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
What the fuck's the accent just? Get in the fucking car with you, Jesus. Let's go to the pawnbroker, I guess.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Oh.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Hey, shit, haggle for 15.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
$22 karat.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure.
Isn't that right?
Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Oh, I'll take these. Okay. That it?
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To the murder scene, Rusty.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We
Ratio.
should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak to the captain.
We're all on the same team.
Hey.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Oh dear.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Brothers, what's happening, boy?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Judging by the cutscene, I can confirm that.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Yep. What do we got over here?
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
Stay out of my way and I will stay out of yours. Everybody's happy.
I'll stick a camera where the sun don't shine. Okay, Devin, help us letter, just pause the video if you want to read all that.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Okay, so we're missing half the letter.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
I saw that for a hunch.
someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Okay, 2 large suitcase, small suitcase, bedroll, pillow, bedsheet, photo frames, hairbrush, bowling pin. The hell you need a bowling pin for?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
It's a hard life, Ray.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Okay, I think we're done with the evidence. Anything else from you, Carlos?
If you want a full report, you have to let me work.
Oh, Jesus. Put a stick up your ass.
Detective Phelps, LAPD Homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
Wait, what?
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
What a weird motherfucker.
Classic Carmine.
You're in a lot of trouble.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop!
Fuck that, hit him again.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Yeah, it's very straight face.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Thank you.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Sick freak.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, Homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Are we finished here or what's the crack?
I've got no more for you.
I think we're done.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard. If
I'm sure Rusty will know. It's a liquor store.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
I guess we'll go here first.
You know the way. You can drive.
It says I got a new suit. What do we got? Ooh. Very nice.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Not a bad suit. It's like the Untouchables.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, Homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money.
No, she won't be
It was
anymore.
just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Excuse me.
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights. You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
Asshole. Rusty, what you hearing, my damn way?
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No. I was at home. Writing.
Nope. It's a little smuggler. Alright, let me just use an intuition point. Alright, I'm gonna say bad cop because he's smirking.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
I'm gonna explain why she wanted a bowling pin.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Such as?
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
That it? liquor store, I guess. I'm sure you'd love to go there, Rusty.
You're behind the wheel. What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
We got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins.
Don't even think about it, Rusty.
Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An
Damn.
alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll
That's
take
what I
a
asked
look
Rusty.
around. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Well, there's the bowling pin she wanted. Yep.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Oh.
She wasn't always such a loner.
What we got here?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh. Mr. I didn't know her. Got it?
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
I can't tell, he keeps moving about too much. I just want like either a good cop accuse. Shit. I'm gonna say bad cop. Ah, shit.
Alcoholic and your friend. You still kept selling her booze.
You ever try to stop an addict, detective?
God damn it.
Better me than having her buy methylated spirits from the hardware store.
Balls.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Alright. and go good cop this time.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
Christ,
it became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Yep. I've seen that little side look.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
Tier 3 ain't bad.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
I always do. God damn it. Never get a freaking full question right. Alright, I want to go back and talk to Mr. freaking McCaffrey, who said he did not know Evelyn. Not in the car. Get in the fucking car. Jesus Christ.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Go to.
I'm busy.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Excuse me, you do not change my location. I do. Thank you very much. I said I was going to the bar.
All units, officer detail, 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory.
I will change my location for that.
Broadway, unit to handle code 3, identify.
We're on the way.
Officer detail, 2.
Oops.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Well, looks like you're going down with a fight.
Weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
Put your hands in the air.
He's hiding in the alley.
Yes, thank you.
Give it up, LAPD.
It's the wrong place, for sure. Damn it.
Shimmied up a drain pipe.
Oh. These cricks on a bitch, aren't they? Yep. Come here, man. Jesus Christ. It wasn't exactly going anywhere. He's on the frickin' roof.
Shimmied up a drain pipe.
Don't make me chase you.
Oh my gosh!
Fuck's it, Cole. Jesus, guy's quick. Should have stopped when I asked.
This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger, 11K. All units, 211 from Mallory's Cafe
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Is he still here? Yes. It's a long pip. God, Jesus Christ, go. Hey, you.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Do you think I gotta drive the whole way back here just to say, oh yeah, you're telling the truth?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
I'm holding a full bloody house.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Why didn't you say that at the time? Dumbass. Alright.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Well, let's go talk to Mr. Tiernan at Roland Bowl Alley.
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter.
He's a pinhead.
Jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Aren't they all?
Let's go get him.
Oh, I see you. I see you. A little faster there, Cole.
Tiernan! LAPD!
You run for me, boy. God
There.
damn it. Ooh, driving in style, are we?
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Oh.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
I run him into a wall.
The joyride is over, kid. He's going through the square.
Yes,
Hope
I
the
noticed.
people see him in time to get out of the way.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them?
I don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective.
Oh.
Leave that to the perp's imagination.
Train.
Ah, god damn it! The train up ahead! Watch out, Cole!
Yes, I noticed. Oh, it's your.
I'll try
Oh,
to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
you couldn't shoot a
Whoa,
frickin'
looks like we're
dead
going
duck.
into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Don't catch that train, Phelps.
Shut up.
That is the end of that.
Oh, I
About
missed.
fucking time.
Get out of the car.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Just fucking shoot him a dumb butt. Piece of shit.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To the fucking moon and back.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Oh joy.
A skeleton goes into
Hello.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes, the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married. Yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Or get a loan.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Ugh.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
I got this gadget whiz putting recording.
Yeah.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Alright. Let's go. Alright, shove over.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Let me guess, on the top floor.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Of course. Just once, you'd like them to be in apartment 1. Alright.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
I'd be happy to.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Well, how do you know? You haven't looked at the damn thing yet. Uh-oh.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, man. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon.
I don't know, I'm finished looking at these things.
Write him up for that.
Can I check the...
Citation, at least.
We definitely did. Oh, that thing sets us from the bowling alley, so... What was he doing at the bowling alley? Oh. What do we got here? Oh shit, it's the other half of the letter. Again, pause it if you want to read it, folks.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
You think? Okay. Anything else? Nope. Anything? Alright. Ooh! What the hell? She's at the end of the hall. Up, Phelps, up!
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
Oh, me, right, okay. Put the bird down.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Ah!
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Here, you son of a bitch. Pull your gun out, Phelps, for Christ's sake.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off. Phelps could run a bit fucking faster.
Lock him up. Throw away the key.
Yes, thank you.
Give it up, LAPD.
Better PS Phelps, Jesus. Yes, any time of day.
Gotcha. McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be the cap. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you?
No.
Now, whoever did it, at least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects.
Jesus Christ, Rusty.
His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
But I fail you, Captain. Alright, where did he say who's in war?
I'm just praying the prince come through so I can nail this son of a bitch.
Who's in here? Alright, Tiernan.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Let me see now. Torn letter. Whatever testified seeing at that hotel. Oh, you lying to me, boy.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
I heard it through the grapevine.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Needs a bit of intuition in this one. It's very fidgety. Right, I'm gonna try backup.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Okay, I'm gonna say backup.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Yeah, I know. Looks shifty to me. Where's your one on to?
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who
You
run
better
from the
have.
police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Quid pro quo.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Bullshit, you were at the scene.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
I have that ace you were talking about.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
How about exercise? Put my foot up your ass.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Well, yeah. Lying again, boy.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Maybe not. Tired to see my blood. Victim. Didn't testify to threats of violence. Maybe. Oh, hello.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Very convincing. I don't know what the phone's for. Whatever. I'm going to speak to Mr. Tiernan. Must be a glitch. I thought I had to speak to him. I don't want to charge him. I must have to use the phone first. I don't know. It just told me to speak to Tiernan. Alright, hold on. Oh, what the fuck's going on here?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Oh.
Thanks for your help.
That's great, but am I not supposed to talk to him? Is there a glitch in this game? Huh. McCaffrey testified, Tiernan confessing and asked for help disposing of evidence. So why can I not question him about this? No.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Yeah. Rusty, help me. No, I don't want to talk to you. Jesus merciful Christ. Oh. Rusty, come out here. What's going on?
Say, Phelps, do you mind if I get back to what I was doing?
I didn't ask your fucking opinion. Shut up. What's going on?
What now?
Put the heat to one of them, Phelps. Your choice.
I was fucking trying to go back to my coffee then.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
Alright, it wouldn't let me question. Bank, whatever.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Well, that's a lie. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Petty theft, assault. So you were lying again.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
With a simple phone call.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch.
Like Evelyn.
What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Oh. Alright, bear with me. Okay. If I cannot talk to him about this, then I'm going to...
I'm just praying the prince comes through so I can nail the son of
Alright, no, well, alright. For some reason, it will not let me ask you about this. So... You've nothing more to say. Then I'm going to accuse Mr. Temper Tantrum in here.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find...
You smile in the background, Phelps.
...unmarked plot at a prison graveyard.
Smug son of a bitch. However, well, still got $5. Gordon McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. Nice. And folks, that's another case in the books. Case closed. Wrapped up. There. And I'm going to leave this part here. So if you enjoyed the video, click the like button, comment, click subscribe, and click the bell for notifications on more videos coming out. And I'll see you for the next case with Detective Phelps. Take care for now, folks. All the best.